All right, it's time for Join Us Interactive, and Aisha Ibrahim is here. Hello, Aisha.
Hello, Israel, and of course, I'm always happy when I see my colors
Pink.
representing on you. You look good anyway.
Thank
But you
you
know how to join this conversation is on facebook.com/joynews on TV, and on Twitter it's on Joy News on TV. Straight, the murder of Constable Daniel Owusu at the hands of armed robbers at Lapaz has thrown many in the state of shock and fear. The wife, who's broken-hearted, is calling for government support. She spoke during the one-week commemoration of her husband's death. Question: what kind of assistance do you think is most appropriate to come from government?
I think the government should, support her financially, because the kids will go to school and all that, and what they eat. So at least they can set up some fund for her, I think, to help her a lot.
To me, I think money and scholarship will do, and just to help the children further their education.
For me, my best way is to the children. They should further the education for them very well, because the education is everything. Without education, the children cannot do anything. They'll be useless in the community. So the best way for me is the education for the children. Not up to the level that GSS, then they say the government is tired, or no. They should make sure the children have get good quality education, not those cobra education. We need quality education for the children.
And those children need some scholarship. At least education is everything. Right now, since the economy is really hard, so if the government could help them get scholarship for at least the whole life, maybe probably it would be better than none, because education is not better. If they have the education, they can fend for the little money for their upkeep. So I think education is the best thing they should do. Scholarship would do.
All right, a lot more comments are on Facebook. Israel, let's see them.
All right, so before we get to the comments, there's also talk about another issue that's emerging is that yes, the man had the deceased police officer had six children.
Yes.
You know, typically in any environment, even if you're working at some place where they pay your kids' school fees, they're not going to pay us for all six.
For all six.
And
so that's coming in.
That's also becomes an issue.
discussion.
Dean says the same way corrupt police collapsed business, leading to business owner children dropping out of school. There's the same way these innocent children will go through. Armed robbers attacked a brother Forex Bureau and made away with $60,000. Fortunately, they were arrested and $50,000 was retrieved. Police took the money and said they were using it as evidence, and it passed through due process before it will be returned to my brother. As I'm talking to you, my brother's business has collapsed because he only got 4,000 Cs from the total amount. Okay. Mickey says 6 children. A B. A B. They born a buy. Oh, a buy. Okay. A buy. They born like double. Sake of they take plenty bribe. Oh no, don't do that.
I don't think.
But he goes on to say, I'm sorry for the family, but I don't pity policemen anymore, especially the MTTD men. Corruption and witchcraft be what? Oh no, you're being very uncharitable. Darlington says, oh, okay, let's move on. A hunter says, I've constantly said that the police administration should see to the fulfillment of regulations 80 of the CI 76. It makes it clear that there should be scholarships and award schemes for children of deceased police officers who died in line of duty. Gabby K says, scholarship for all 6 kids up to tertiary level, lifetime health insurance for all 7, some capital for the widow and a single plot of land for them so she could start a small family house for them to dwell in once her business starts flourishing. At least that's her husband's ex gratia. This would be less than $50,000, but they won't do it.
And James Abusanga says the nature of the death of the police officer and Major Captain Mama is different, but it's all the same. And so what was done for the Major's family should be done for the police officer's family. Those are some comments on Facebook. Also, 6 teenagers from Burundi were given a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to participate in a global robotics competition called First Global Challenge. But after the event, all 6 of the teens seem to have vanished into thin air. Washington, D.C. police claim 2 of the teens were spotted leaving the U.S. to Canada. It now seems, it's such a big risk to take, but if you were in the teens' shoes, would you remain in the States or return to your home country?
Oh, I'll come back. Seriously. Because although I went there for a competition, I'll still come back because who will take care of me there? But here, I know it's my own town, so I can find for something doing here rather than stay there. So I'll come back.
I'll definitely come back to my country since I'm still a student in the country. Because going back to staying in the States is not right. You don't have your papers, and you find it very difficult to stay in that country. And this Trump issue stuffs, trust me, you're going to find a big issue staying there.
Opportunities are in the US, that one for a fact. There are job opportunities there. I might not go there before, but I've read a lot about it. So I know they can still do something, even hairdressing. If you have the talent of hairdressing over there, you can earn good money. Because even if you are paid $500 a month, which is over like $2,500 here in Ghana, so why wouldn't I do something to help myself?
Well, it's good to be faithful to your country, so I'll come back.
Well, it depends on, is their country poor? Is it war torn? It depends. But either way it goes, if they're going to be there illegally, they're going to get in big trouble. Because Trump's deporting everybody.
I'm just imagining what's going on your mind. But let's check out what's on Facebook.
Kwesi Boateng says, I'll remain there and further my studies. I will return when I'm academically rich and powerful. This will help me to transform my country within the shortest possible time. Bambakia says, if my remaining there will be legal, dear, I will remain there. If not, I don't want to be pursued like a wild rabbit. Aisha, imagine a friend of mine once told me that if he were a tree standing in the USA, it would have been better than he being a human being in Ghana.
Oh,
seriously.
Come on.
Duachib says, it depends. If they feel that is where their dreams will be realized, why not remain there than come back and become unemployed graduates in their own country?
And Judicious Ojo says, coming back to their motherland is the best, and I think it may open easy doors for them to go back to the U.S. anytime they wish to go there than to hide because they will never be buried in the USA. Okay,
when they die.
When they die. Those are some comments. Now, to all Christians waiting for the second coming of Christ, the wait is over because Jesus Christ is here. Jesus Christ is here, period.
No,
Israel, can you decode?
This is taking 419 to another level altogether.
Israel, can you please
The Bible tells us how Jesus Christ
Can you decode the language? All right, let's check what you've been saying on Facebook.
All right, so Edward said, guys, don't get me wrong. I believe in God Almighty, but has anyone tried what about this Jesus Christ here in the Bible? If it's right to be worshiping Him instead of God Almighty. Romeo Wall says, Muslims, we are wrong not knowing Jesus is a Christian. Sunday I'll go to church and dance because Jesus is back as a Christian. And Christian, well, let's move on. Justice says, Sinam says, Mr. Christ, you forgot to mention Matthew 24:5, verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. This interview points to the fact that the coming of Jesus is near. Brethren, let's work out our salvation with fear and trembling, because no church or man of God can get you to heaven.
Interesting. Yeah, Victoria Coleman says he has not been complaining, or he's not
been compliant with his antipsychotic medication. Oh.
Those were a bit harsh, but those are some comments on Facebook. And that's how we end the interactive segment. My name is Aisha Ibrahim. Enjoy the rest of your evening. PM Express comes up next.